Hi guys, welcome to today's show. I'm wishing you all a very happy and nice hump day. It's been a while that I have been on a Wednesday, but taken that we have a coloring event this weekend and I won't be able to stream on Friday, so I was thinking just coming up today and get this color wheel done because I know I promised it a few weeks ago and I never know when I will be able to stream. So here we are, and guess what, I have the whole afternoon off. Yeah, so little Marcy is with grandma today, at least for a few hours this afternoon. So I was able to record a video and now I will do this color wheel tutorial for you guys. Okay, so before I go on and show you, okay, I got my diamond paintings arrived, which were a gift from Z. One is Spirit of Light by Josephine Wall, and this one is so beautiful and it's huge. It's 106 by 70 centimeter large painting, and the other one is Time to Spare, which is a round one and 56 by 69 centimeters. Okay, so yeah. Before we start, I will show you how the circle is done. So I've been doing some coloring with watercolors lately, and I just got my Winsor & Newton colors, watercolor 40 half pan set, and I really wanted to know how, I can mix colors better, not to be afraid of having a limited color palette when I'm working with watercolors. So that's why I went and watched some videos about the color wheel, and you can see some video recommendations I learned from in the description below. So we are going to do the color wheel today. So first, how to create the color wheel. If you have a metal compass, it's really easy. So that's what you will need, and a ruler and a pencil. And of course you have to, do some calculations. This circle is has a 10 centimeter radius, which will just fit onto an A4 paper, so that's why I chose the 10 centimeters. And you have to add, hi Shannon, welcome dear, I'm on impromptu. How are you doing, and how is your partner doing? Brian. Oh gosh, I forgot his name for a second. Okay, so we are doing the color wheel today, and thank you for popping in. So as I said, so you will need the 10 centimeter radius, then you have to calculate the circumference, which will be 62.8, and we will have 18 slices of the color wheel. So if you divide that, we will get 3.48 centimeters, and you will see in a second why this is important. So 10 centimeters is given, and there you go. So we need the 10 centimeters here. Oh yes, it's raining here today as well, really gray weather. Yeah, so I'm doing the 10, oh, don't move. the 10 centimeter, oh gosh, yeah, here it was. The circle. Okay, it's hard to see, but it's there. I will try it again. If I can find, yeah, there it was. No. Well, anyway, you can see the circle. I will try again. It's hard to do. Okay, there you go. Now you can see it. Yep. And then all we do is we get that 3.48 thingy done, so you know, it doesn't have to be really accurate, just it should do the job. So I'm gonna do that 18 times. Maybe I should bring you closer. Yeah, actually I wasn't sure if I can make it today, as the roof has to be renovated, and it was very loud here in the morning, but the workers stopped as it is raining, so I can stream. Okay, this is it, and there you go. We have the 18 little thingies, and all we do is just, I go back to the 2 points which are facing in, you know, each other. I will just match the points together, and if we do that, we will get the columns, which will look, I have it already done like this here. We have the 18 columns done, and all you do is just, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 lines inside the circle, so in whichever proportion you want, you just go in and get some more circles in here. So it's 4 by the end. And you have to write, so we start with our primary colors. So there is always 1 primary, 2 tertiary colors, a secondary, 2 tertiary columns, and 1 primary. It's better, you can see better here. So primary, 2 tertiary colors, secondary, 2 tertiary, primary, and this is how it goes: tertiary, secondary, 2 tertiary, primary, and the list goes on like that. And we can start. I will do some explaining first. and then we can go on with creating the colors. What are primary colors? We have 3 primary colors: red, yellow and blue, and they always make a triangle on the color wheel, and those are the colors that cannot be made up of any other colors, so we can call them foundation colors as well. For example, if you mix the 3 colors together, red, blue and yellow, you will get black. And the color wheel is also a great visual for you to see how colors interact with each other, and I like to keep it next to me whenever I'm working with watercolors. So after that we have the secondary colors here, which are orange, purple and green, and these are always the mixture of 2 primary colors. So red and yellow gives orange, yellow and blue gives I almost said red, I mean green, and blue and red gives purple. So this is what we get. And what we call tertiary colors are the colors that are created by mixing a primary and a secondary. And those are, for example, a reddish purple or a purplish red, depending on which color is more, what has more pigment in the color. So if it has more red, then it's a reddish purple. If the purple has more purple than red, then it's a purplish red. And this is how you create the transitions between colors. And let's get going and do the watercolor part, my favorite. So you will need only 3 colors for this color wheel. That's the point in the whole exercise, to practice how many colors you can get out of 3 colors. I will use lemon yellow. What is this? Cadmium red deep and ultramarine. And I have my Da Vinci brush number 4. And I will start with the 3 primary colors. And what happens is, with every line, the value of the color will become lighter, which happens by adding more water to the pigment with every swatch. So it's not really difficult. Okay, let's start. All right. So we are in, what is this? Cadmium red deep. Hi Rebecca! Oh, I'm so happy to see you. How are you doing, girl? I'm so happy that you are doing videos again. Yay! Yeah, I will show you some pictures in a second from Marcy. Okay, so just our red. A very nice rich red we start with. Yeah, Marcy is with grandma this afternoon. I have off. So now, sorry, I have to, explain. Now I'm not adding more pigment to the brush. I'm just dipping my brush in water and just going to the second line here. Again, dipping my brush in the water, get an even lighter color. Oops. And the last one. Adding more water. Here we are. Yay! One color down. Oh, it's so bad not being, you know, not streaming or having the time to do some videos. I know exactly what it feels like. So yeah, it's awesome to, I'm always so, you know, happy and filled with joy when I stream or when I can do a video. So my little boy turned 3 months last week. Maybe you have seen the video on Instagram, but I will show you. Hi! Oh wait, I will add more. Hi guys! Look at his smile. He's so cute! Oh, so fluffy! I want to hug him all day. Little Baba, his little smile. Aw, thank you, Shannon, that's cute. Since I've been coloring, Rebecca, or since I got the Neos, I would say, yeah, so almost 3 years. Yeah, he is so cute. And he laughs more and more every day. He loves the rattling toys. Look at that. Hiya! Freaking cute. Oh, yeah, there you go. Hey there. And he even wakes up with a smile. So when he wakes up in the morning, I will just go on and add the yellow in while I talk. He greets us with a little smile in the morning, and it's the cutest thing ever. And he likes to imitate faces, and he loves to stick out his tongue. So you can't help but stick your tongue out as well, and then he starts to, you know, laugh hysterically. That's the cutest thing. So cheeky already. Spoiled already. It's yellow. I was just watching Coloring Francis, Coloring F, all the coloring books or all the pictures I have ever colored. She has a series up on her channel, and it's so good. And I was just watching part 2 in the morning while, you know, playing with Marzi, and that picture came up, Rebecca. You were coloring for the Woodland Wonders Colorathon in what's the name of the book? symphony something. You know which picture I mean, Rebecca. Symphony of the Forest. I believe that was the title. I was just thinking of you anyway, and how amazingly you mastered that picture. So I was just thinking of you this morning. I'm adding more yellow. Okay, and now to blue. Oh yeah, the making faces part. I'm good at that too. So, oh yeah. Making poker faces is really hard for me. I can tell you some stories when I was belly dancing, and you know, you have to be, when you are performing, like when you are paid to, you know, to perform on a private party or yeah, on a birthday, you have to prepare for all kinds of weird stuff to happen. And with weird stuff, I mean, for example, once I had to perform in a spa, and they wanted me to dance next to the pool, and it was a thermal pool, so it was stinking hot. And that was like, you know, shoot me right now. That was really bad. I wasn't even on the stage, and I was already sweating, and well, anyway, that was a really dumb idea from the organizers, and I tried to, you know, see reason with them, and they wanted me to dance anyway there. So yeah, I was like, okay, whatever. And so you have to be prepared for all kinds of weird stuff to happen. One time I was on a festival, and the dancers before me started to drop plates, porcelain plates onto the floor, because it's part of some folklore dances here in Hungary, to to throw and to break plates after or before dancing, because it is supposed to bring you luck, for example on a wedding. So it was a kind of wedding dance performance, whatever, and you know, I just froze for a second. Oh my gosh, how will I dance barefooted with all the plates broken, and I'm the next one in 5 minutes? So you have to keep your cool. And Rhapsody in the Forest, yeah. And anyway, you have to learn to put on your poker face. Yes, Shannon, it's very fun. It's fun. Yeah, not fun for me because I was like, oh my gosh, I have to find a manager. I'm up next and I have no idea where the manager is, and I need help because I won't be, yes, I dance barefoot, yes, I won't be able to go up there. Yep. And talking about poker face, we had a performance with my students, and they were beginners. And it was their first performance. and you know, every one of us was getting ready. Now I will go for the secondary colors. So first we have orange, which is the mixture of red and yellow. Oops, sorry. Yeah, and we were getting ready, and you know, I was very calm and everything, and they were like, "Oh my God, I am getting more nervous looking at you, Vicky, because you are so calm. How can you stay so calm? It's freaking me out." And I was like, "What?" Yeah, and we had our performance, and we were talking about you know, about the performance afterwards with my students, and they came to me like, "Oh my God, you looked like you enjoyed dancing, even though the you know, the conditions weren't given." And anyway, they were praising me, what awesome poker face I can put on. It's funny, funny stories. You are a thrower of things. Yeah. I think there is something really rewarding and freeing of breaking things. I mean, like things that are not valuable for you, and you are not throwing it at anyone, but it can have some stress reducing qualities. And do you agree, Shannon? Then we had to perform once on a in a disco, but outside it was summer, and there was a little yard, you know, in front of the disco. And but we did not have much place, and we were like 10 dancers, and yeah, we called it an out of body experience, and we laughed, you know. I laughed so hard afterwards. It became something we say after performances if it was, you know, really bad, an out of body experience. Don't throw stuff at people, Shannon. Okay, then to our next secondary color, green. I would ask Brian if he likes to have stuff thrown at him. What's your angle on that, Brian? You are also throwing things. Good. It's a healthy thing to do. As long as no one gets injured. So I'm mixing yellow and blue to get a nice green. I only break toilets, right? You all know the story. So, green. Hi Della, hi Mona. How are you doing? So now I am adding more water to my pigment. Yes, Rebecca, thanks. Della and Mona, we are talking about throwing things to another person. That's the topic. Now we are mixing purple. By mixing our two primary colors, red and blue, we get purple. Oh yeah, throwing stuff at people, another belly dance story. One type of Egyptian dancing is dancing with a cane, and in my case that was a bamboo cane, and bamboo is very light. And I think you know where this is going. And I was performing a cane dance outdoors in the garden of the spa. And that stupid cane, you have to, you know, roll it or make, yeah, like spinning movements. And that stupid cane, of course, flew out of my hand right into the middle of the of the people, of the audience. But thank goodness nobody got hurt, but yeah, it wasn't one of my most elegant moments. Let me say that. So I learned that when you are dancing with a cane, don't do it outdoors or, you know, grab that cane really hard. You have a walking cane. Uh-oh. Careful. We don't want to give Shannon ideas. Whoops. Yep. And you know what I did? I just went off the stage, grabbed my cane, and got back on the stage and finished my dancing. Yeah. Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry, people. The show must go on. What can I say? Yep, exactly. Yeah. Rule number 1 with dancing, belly dancing, you have to have this on you anytime you have a performance. I will show it because I'm not sure what it is called. You will tell me, I'm sure. These, you need these thingies. Oops. You need these to have on you in all sizes. Because you never know what might tear and when. Ahem. Just avoiding a catastrophe. Okay, now we will go and do the tertiary colors. No, running away is not an option. Safety pins, yes, thank you. So I will take my red and my yellow, clean off the green color of the yellow. Oops. One of my students' bra opened up in the middle of her solo. Thank goodness the bra did not flew off, but it was a very, you know, interesting moment. But thank goodness, you know, I helped her walk off stage, the safety pin helped us save the bra, and then she went back and she, you know, finished her performance, which is like, wow, well done. Okay, so now to get these tertiary colors, we will start with this column, which means that this will be a mixture of red and yellow, but the red will be in, you know, will be the main focus. The, oh gosh, the words are not coming. Dominant, yeah, the dominant color. So I will take a lot of red and just a little bit of yellow. We will get a nice red-orange color. Oh my god. That's dangerous. Rebecca. Wow. Safety pins. Yeah. Last year, or oh my gosh, when was that? Last summer. Time is not my strong suit right now, but I believe it was last summer. Yeah, I was looking for a job. I was on a job hunt, and you know, I was gaining weight, you know, sitting at home, COVID, you know what I'm talking about, and I had a very a stretch type of trouser on me, and it was, you know, it fitted, but it was iffy, and it had zip zap. What is that called? I I'm not good with words today. I'm so sorry. A zip, and the zip was on the side, and I was thinking I would go to the toilet before the interview, and when I tried to put back on my trousers, the side just, you know, yeah, the zip wouldn't work anymore. And it was on the side, so it was very apparent, but thank goodness I had some safety pins, and I was wearing a pretty long shirt, so it wouldn't show, but I felt, you know, really uncomfortable during the interview. So yeah, that was very, yeah, not really my best appearance. You were dramatic. Okay, I will add more red to here. Yep, to get a nice transition. Yeah, so I always have safety pins on me. They can save your life. Yep. Okay, so here we have orange, adding a little bit of red, more red, and then we have red. So this is how the transition looks. I can be dramatic too. Thank you, Teresa. It is easy, and it's lots of fun. So now to the orangey yellow colors. We have already four different shades of red and orange or yellow with only two colors. And yellow with even less red. I'm adding a little bit more of red here. So you can go back and add more red or yellow if you see it's not enough. Watercolor paper can take it. So what are you working on, coloring wise? Have you grabbed your autumn Halloween pages already? Yesterday or was the first day of autumn, so we are officially in the season. Haha. I didn't. I'm happy if I have, you know, some free time to do a live stream. I do diamond painting whenever I can, but I don't really have the brain for coloring right now. Okay. Yellow, blue are our two next colors. Last weekend we were walking in the city center, Z, the baby and me. The baby was in a stroller, of course, and there were two little girls in front of us, and one of the girls ran to her mother, like she was like 4 years old, the other was 6, something like that, and the little girl was like, "Mommy, mommy, can I scare the baby, please?" I was like, "What? You want to scare my baby?" Can you imagine that? I was so, you know, I was just wondering. I wasn't prepared for that question, and the mom got really upset. She grabbed the little girl and was like, "Don't you dare scare the little baby." Oh, she was so embarrassed, I could tell. So now we get a nice yellowish green color next. You can see instantly, I hope you can see in the camera, maybe it's not so apparent, but this yellow is much warmer, and this yellow is a cold yellow, given that we use the cold blue color to mix, and here we use the a warm red color to mix that yellowish orange, or the yellow. So you can see instantly the difference. Of course, the little girl didn't scare the baby, but I was very astonished and wondering, oh my gosh, what's wrong with people today? Yeah. And you know, I wasn't mad at the kids will be kids. We used to scare each other with my brother when we were little. I was just very surprised at the question. Wow, 3 pages, which 3? I saw your Clara one, amazing. this is our yellowish green. As you can see, it's the same color like next to it, so I will add some more blue to this one to change the colors, to get it more blue. We'll get a bluish green. So, by the way, is the sound okay? Am I loud enough? I had to redo my settings on OBS. I don't know why, but yeah, that's what I had to do. And I had to, you know, reset the audio, so my microphone. So am I loud enough or too loud? Bluish green, and now greenish blue. I'm adding more blue to my already existent green here. Oh, I love this color. Oh. I love blue-green so much. Hi, Tonje. Good morning. Perfect. Ah, thank you, Rebecca. And I hope this is understandable, or that I can, you know, that you get what I want to explain. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right. I'm kind of tired today, but I'm giving my best, so I hope I can still, you know, yeah, it's still understandable what I'm trying to show you here. So we are basically coloring on the color spectrum and practicing how to make all these shades or hues. All right. This looks like an amazing pizza. Now we are back to blue and red. Starting with blue. And yay, oops. I love this color. Wow. When I will have more time, I want to mix all the blues in this set with all the reds. I mean, 2 at a time, 1 blue and 1 red, and see how many purple colors, tones I can come up with, because I just love purples. I love to use them in my colorings, to use them with yellow as a contrasting color. It gives, you know, popping, something to pop on the page. Whoopee! Yep. Oops. Okay. Adding some more red. Oh, yep. Z arrived home. Just heard the door opening. I hope it's him. Yay! And we have 2 more colors, which will be closer to the red. So these will be purplish reds, while these are like bluish purples. So that's the difference. Maybe some more red. Yep. What are your favorite colors? That you would love to, you know, do swatches of? I love purples and these colors, these wine colors. What you? Yeah, I love every color, but these are my favorites. Do you have favorites? Which type of red? Della. Every red. Yay, pinks for Tonya. Do you have color softs, Tonya? Those have really amazing pinks. You would love that. Okay, here we are. Ooh, the color wheel is done. We will talk about it in a minute. I will just go in with my heat gun, dry everything. Ooh, you need color soft. Sorry. Deep plum colors, oh yeah. Okay. Again, so on the color wheel, we have primary, tertiary, and secondary colors. We have, yes, red, yellow, and blue. These are our primary colors, and they cannot be made up of any other color. These are the foundation colors. If you mix the three primary colors, you always get black. Secondary colors are the one I wrote an S. So we have orange, green, and purple. Equal parts of two primary colors will give you the secondary colors. I think that we all know that by now. So red, blue gives purple, red, yellow gives orange, and yellow, blue gives you green. And depending on what proportion of blue or yellow you add, the kind of green or greenish blue or yellowish green you will get. So the more blue you add to your green, you get these colors. The more yellow you add to your green, you will get to these colors. So we can say that this whole color wheel is a hue scale. And yeah, and so this way we get to our tertiary colors, which are created mixing a primary color and a secondary. So if you mix yellow and green, you get a greenish yellow or a yellowish green. You know, there are like, you can make like 20 different greenish yellows and yellowish greens depending on how much green or how much yellow to add to your color. Yeah, and so let's talk about analogies, my favorite word, and contrasting colors. So Analogous colors are the colors that are next to each other, sit next to each other on the color wheel. Or I made a swatch chart. So this is what we call analogous color or color chart. So which are, like you can see, the same colors which are on the color wheel, just this isn't round, this is a spectrum. And yeah, these colors transition very gradually, sit next to each other on the color wheel. And for example, the more analogous colors you use on a page, on a coloring page, the more peaceful, simple and straightforward your coloring will look. For example, if you are, for example, new to coloring and afraid to use a lot of colors, but you still want, use more than 2 colors, you could, for example, choose red and yellow and use all the colors that are in between. And I just showed you how to mix colors together to get an array of yellowish reds or reddish yellows or oranges, whatever. So for example, if you choose these colors, you will stay, your picture will stay simple, nice and harmonious. That's one trick or tip you could do. Contrasting colors can cause more strain and can cause a lot of competition when it is not used appropriately. So what are contrasting colors? Those are the colors that sit opposite each other on the color wheel. So for example, purple and yellow, blue and orange, red and green. These contrasting colors are very powerful, but you can make it look, harmonious if you use tertiary colors or any color that is between the 2 colors. So, for example, if you choose purple and yellow, if you choose any other color or colors from here, so if you use this half of the wheel and add red and some orange to your yellow and purple, it will still look harmonious. It all depends on the proportion of how much contrasting colors you use, and this is true for the other side. So for example, you go for yellow and purple and add some bluish purple and some greenish yellow. It will still look harmonious. Yeah, so that is one thing you can do. Yeah, I'm just thinking if I left something out. Yes, it's a giant rainbow, exactly. Yeah, another thing. For example, let's say you use red and green. For example, a flower piece. I will just make some colors here. So we will choose red and green as contrasting colors, but I want to stay in this color scheme without making my piece too dramatic or without causing a lot of strain on the piece. What you can do is choose a bright red, for example. This is a very dominant red. I'm just adding some water to my pigment to make a value scale. Oops, too much water. And instead of choosing a very dominant green, you can go for a lighter shade. So I will just mix yellow with little blue. Oops. And we get a lighter green. You're welcome, Nella. Yeah. Hi, Melissa, and thank you. Welcome. Let me just mix real quick some greens. So blue. I will explain in a minute. Just need to do the colors right. And I can add again some blue and get a fourth color of green. This way your piece will look more harmonious than using straight on one red, that really nice and rich red, and a nice rich green only. I will just search for a green, not mix it for now. Yeah, this one. See how it's straining the eye? Very dramatic. Instead of having a nice dark and powerful red and some lighter greens, then having two really contrasting colors. And if I add blue to it, I don't say it's not a nice color combination. It's very dramatic. It won't be as harmonious as using analogous colors next to each other, or a darker, a richer red and a lighter green, or a darker purple and a lighter yellow, for example. Yeah, so the list is endless, really. Yeah, it's a pretty green though. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So we have, yeah, I'm gonna add just to make it, yeah. A minute. the yellowish green. And to make it even more harmonious, we have red, green, so we can add yellow and some orange, for example. And these colors will go well with each other. And the red will still be our dominating color. And it will still stay interesting as we have red and greens which are contrasting. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions? Any questions? Oops. Look, my hands aren't really messy. Wow. That's a wonder. Oh, some yellow here, but yeah, some red. So that's all I wanted to show you today. So if you have any questions, yeah, oh yeah, I have a funny story for you about watercolor paper. The Canson XL water paper I'm using right now. This one. I scanned my Forest Girl coloring pages and I brought them to a print shop and they could print it. So maybe you could try in a print shop, Rebecca, if they would be, you know, if they could print your images on watercolor paper. And it was so annoying, guys. I scanned all my pages of the Forest Girl coloring book, and the first time, silly me, I went there. I only asked for, I don't know, print the first 30 pictures, please, of the Forest Girl coloring book, and they printed it perfectly on watercolor paper. And I went back and asked them to print the rest of the book, and they told me they couldn't do it. I was like, what? What are you talking about? You did it the last time. And they couldn't do it, and I was like, what? Are you freaking kidding me? I just wanted to lean over the counter and shake the woman. Are you serious? You have no idea how much time and effort it took me to come here. And you want to tell me you can't do it, and you did it last time. Yeah, so whatever. You are welcome. Yeah, I hope this helped everyone. And yeah, I won't be streaming this week, maybe next week. This was the stream for the week. So thank you so much for watching and see you next time.